Hi everyone, I am Stephanie Dreyer. I am a plant-based meal planning expert and the founder of stephaniedreyer.com, where I help busy parents and families bring more ease to their meal prep and their meal times. I am a mom of three and we have a mixed bunch of eaters. I'm vegan, my oldest is vegetarian, and then I've got my two other kids and my husband who are omnivores and eat just about everything. So I have been there, done that as far as being a short order cook, trying to figure out how to please many different palates and diets. My son, side note, was gluten-free for a year, so we even dabbled in that for a while. So I've got a lot of experience and background in trying to bring more ease to my meal planning journey. I love to cook and was finding over the course of the last 10 years that it was just draining me because I was trying to please between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because I cook just about every meal in our house 7 days a week, that it was becoming less joyful. So that's my journey, and everything that I do is to simplify and bring more fun and joy to the kitchen so that you can get around the table and eat and enjoy each other more and focus less on the stress and the chore of cooking. So today I am talking about my meal planning process and my favorite erincondren.com tools that I use for meal planning. And Erin Condren.com, Erin, if you're not familiar with her, I highly encourage you to check her out. I'm going to pin some information, a comment after the end of this live with where you can check her out. And I have a $10 off coupon you can also use to check out her products. I have used Erin's products for God, I want to say like over 10 years since she first started in the business. And she's actually a local mom in where I live. So I'm lucky enough to know her firsthand, but her products are amazing. And I started out, I'm going to talk to you about my meal planning process and I should back up and tell you a little bit about myself as far as I'm a type A planner, organizer. Everything has a code, a color, everything's planned out almost to the minute of my day to manage my busy household of three kids. I'm a working mom. So I really rely on organization and structure to get me through my day and my week. So Erin has she has beautiful products ranging from planners and notebooks and stationery, but to now a whole set of these other tools that I have used for meal planning. So I want to I've really embraced her planners and all of her organizational systems. I also have all her stationery stuff too. But today I want to focus on how you can help bring order to your meal planning process with a few of these tools. And last week, I won't go into too much. This is a 3-part series. This is number 2 of that series. Last week, I featured her planner and how I use my planner to meal plan, and this really cool dashboard that I use it to show the dinners for the week. So I have an at a glance and then a shopping list. It's a dry erase board on the back where I can remember to write down items that I've missed or not missed that pop up during the week that my kids or my husband are like, oh, we're out of salt or we need this, that I can then transfer over to when I'm doing my meal plan and grocery list. So I featured those last week. If you want to check those out, you can check out my page and there's a link there. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to reference those as we go through today. But today I want to talk about her petite planners. And she's got one specifically for meal planning, as you can see right there, meal planner. But then she's got these general ones that are at 3 months at a glance. So this one's April through June. So I'm going to show you, and they're different. The insides are different. I'm going to show you how you can use both of those to meal plan. And in case also, before I forget, I've got a freebie for you today. This is my just generic meal planner template that I print out every week to post in my house. So in addition to these other tools I'm going to show you, this is kind of my at a glance for my family that I post up. And so when they say, what's for dinner tonight, Mom? I go check out the meal plan, because I feel like I'm answering that question 20 times a day. They ask me and then 3 hours later they're asking me and I'm like, didn't we just answer this question? So anyways, you can download this for free at my website. I'll put the link here at the end of the Facebook Live too. So this is something that I use every week, and I'm going to start with this just to give you an overview of my planning process, and then we'll talk about these really cool petite planners and how I put that into action, how I put this process into action. So I have a date with myself every Thursday night to meal plan. And then I have another date with myself on Friday to go grocery shopping. And then on Sunday, I batch cook. And that's when I do a lot of my meal prepping, my big batch cooking, any sauces, marinades, things like that that I need to get done for the week. I will do that. Snacks, all that stuff, I will do that then. And I think I should do a whole Facebook Live. I don't know, give me a thumbs up if you think I should do a whole Facebook Live on batch cooking, because I could talk forever about that. So first of all, that's my first thing, is I have a schedule for when I plan, do my shopping list, because I do my meal plan and my shopping list at the same time. And then another scheduled date for shopping and batch cooking. So that's the first part of my process. And then when I sit down to meal plan, the first thing I do is I print out my meal planning template. I gather my recipes, my family requests and favorites for the week, and then I pull out my Erin Condren planner. And the first thing I do is I sync my schedule with my week. And again, I'm not going to, with my meal plan, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I talked about this last week, but basically I look at what I have going on for the week and how that's going to affect my meal prep and my cooking time in the kitchen for every meal, specifically dinner. I usually prep lunches while I'm doing dinner. So I'll pack my kids' lunches while I'm making dinner, or at least prep it. And then the next morning I'll do whatever last minute stuff I need for their lunches. Then my husband takes care of breakfast during the week because I start really early, or a lot earlier than them and him. So that's how I the first thing that I do. And then after I sync my schedule, I always assign a dine out or a bring in meal. So like I said, I cook every meal in my house 7 days a week. But I give myself one night off, and that's usually Saturday, where I will either have a date night with my husband or we'll bring in as a family. And then every other night for dinner, I pretty much cook, unless there's some event that we have that we're attending or something like that. But otherwise, I'm planning dinner and breakfast and lunches. I work from home, so I eat at home for lunch, and I cook my kids' lunches as well. So I always do that. I might pick a night for leftovers. I usually build leftovers into my lunches. That's for me. My kids and my family are aren't huge on leftovers, but I try to. If it's a busy week, I will assign leftovers to one night. And usually, to be honest, it's like I pull whatever is left over in the fridge and I make kind of like a smorgasbord and be like, okay, everyone make a plate, whatever you want. So that happens a few times too, depending on my schedule. So then after I do that, after I lay in all of that, I plug in my meal ideas and themes for the week. Like we always do Taco Tuesdays on Tuesday. Sunday, I usually do especially now since we're going into summer, I do some kind of food bar. And if you want to learn more about food bars, you can check out my Facebook Live on that. That's also on my page. So I do some kind of food bar on Sundays because that's fun. It's easy. It's DIY. It's interactive, and it's kind of a fun way to usher in the week and close down the weekend. And then I plug in my recipes. And then after I plug in my recipes, I do my shopping list, because the best time to do your shopping list is when you've got your meal plan and all your recipes right there. You have all the ingredients and you can just transfer. I literally go day by day meal, and as I'm writing in a recipe, I add the ingredients to my shopping list. So it's seamless. It's at the same time. I write the recipe down and then I write down my ingredients on the shopping list. And then I just want to point out on my template, I have a little notes section. So you can I use that to just remind that's where I put my schedule notes and any meal prep notes, like don't forget to defrost the burgers or things like that. So that is my process. I wanted to give you kind of an overview of that, because that's going to help ground us as I now show you these petite planners. So there's two of them. This one is great because it is made for meal planning. And I'm going to show you how I have adapted it to fit the process that I just showed you right now. Okay, so I color code, first of all. I didn't mention that. My planner is color coded, and then in my meal plan, I do a different color for every meal. And the first thing you'll notice is all the cute stickers. This is Erin. So Erin makes everything colorful and fun. So when I do my meal planning, I also use colored markers. I just have these Papermate markers I use. Erin has some great markers as well that you can use, and she's got the dry erase markers for the meal plan dashboard that I showed you. So you can see she's got, I'm just going to show you how this is set up. She's got breakfast, I don't know if you can see, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then she has got every day of the week, let's see, I've got to go backwards. For every day of the week, she's got a line for that. And then she's got an area for a shopping list. And then at the bottom, she's got meal prep strategies. So I'm going to show you how I use this. It's pretty straightforward for the meal plan. You'll see lunches sectioned off because I have two, I have what I'm eating and then I have what the kids are eating. So that's sectioned off. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Same with my breakfast. I eat something different than my kids is usually. So I have that sectioned off. But then so that's self-explanatory. For the meal prep strategy, this is where I'll add my notes for Sunday. So I do my batch cooking. If I have any, I pretty much do all my meal prep on Sunday. So that's what I have here. You'll see the batch cook notes that I made. But if I have anything else for the rest of the week, like Monday, like I said, defrost the burgers or marinate the whatever, I'll put those notes in this section as well. This is a great section for that. And then shopping list, you can use this as your shopping list, but what I find that I use it most for, because I usually honestly just have a piece of paper I make my shopping list on, is I use this to write down things that I'm noticing I'm running low on during the week. If like during the week I run out of salt, or I'm out of strawberries, or I get a request from my son going, hey mom, can you buy those snacks this week for my lunch? That's what I'll use this for, because this is my little pocket planner that I bring with me or keep on my desk so that I can easily pull it out and add what I need. I actually keep this one in the kitchen so that if I get questions or requests, I can add it in while I'm in the kitchen. So this is for me, this is my resource during the week when I'm looking at what do I need to plan. But that's why I have this dashboard, because during the day, I don't have this right in front of me, right? This is in my kitchen. This is actually in my planner, which is with me on my desk. So I can easily, like around 3 o'clock, if I'm wondering, okay, what's for dinner tonight? What do I need to prep? I can look at this and it grounds me, and for me, it calms me down, because like I said, it grounds me in what the night ahead is. And I can go, oh yeah, I'm making that for dinner. I already thought about it. It's already taken care of. I already took this out. And it just kind of is like, oh yeah, okay, got that. It's just kind of like a landmark for me. So that's why this is really helpful. So that's what all of these, this is what a blank one looks like. You can see this. So hard to see in the computer. So it's very straightforward and easy to do. I love it. For me, it is a great resource for looking at a glance. And I love in the back, she's got the cute stickers you saw in here. Look at all these stickers she's got that you can use. And you saw how I've kind of just used it to decorate. The other thing that I use this flat for, and I have it right here, I pulled it out, is my recipes for the week that I'm going to use. I just keep them in there. So it's really easy. Like I said, I keep it in the kitchen. It's all right there for me. So that is her meal planning meal planner. Again, super straightforward, really easy to use. I love it. I keep it in the kitchen. I still use this one to post for my kids and my husband, for my family, so they can see on the wall what we're going to eat. And this is really for me. But it's also, you guys, this is really great because I can make notes in it. If something wasn't a hit or something was a great hit, I can circle it, I can highlight it, and as I am planning my meals for the week, I can look back, oh, what did I do last week for lunch for them, if I don't want to repeat, or maybe I do want to repeat, or I can look back for meal plans ago and go, oh my goodness, this worked really well, I'm gonna use this same plan again, if that works. So it's a nice way to have everything all together, because all these like little papers can get lost and it might be hard to keep them organized. And for me, a planner, I like to look back and look at history to see what worked and what didn't. So that helps a lot too. But I want to also show you this planner. So this is another petite planner. It's supposed to be a daily planner, but I can convert this, because I love her stuff, into a meal planner. And so this is a sample of, and again, I use the stickers. She's got different stickers in this one. And all of them have these great quotes. Everyone, that's one thing I love about Erin. All of her stuff is colorful and fun. It's also very inspirational, motivating. So all of her planners and products have these great quotes like sprinkled in throughout. And I don't know, just that makes me happy. So I want to say that about her because it's unique about, I think, her products. So I have turned, this is a regular, I should show you a blank page. So this is what a blank page looks like. It is a day planner. You can see there's what you've got for Friday. It's sectioned with 3 different areas for, like, I guess if you wanted to do the morning, midday, and evening, and then like a little to-do section, and then a blank section. What I've done is I've turned those 3 sections into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I like this because it has a lot of space for me. Like I said, I I have a different meals plan for me versus my kids for breakfast and lunch. So there is plenty of room to section this off to do avocado toast, and then avocado toast. That's what my kids are having, and a smoothie for me. So there's plenty of room. There's also plenty of room to make notes there. So if I have prep notes, like maybe I'm making muffins and I want to say, and I batch cooked them and I froze them. Maybe it's like defrost muffins the day before. Whatever it is, I put those notes there so that I remember what to do. And there's plenty of room, and I love that about it. I can also use this section here. Actually, no, I use this section here for, okay, so this is for a couple things. I used it to decorate in this example, but look on this page, you can see I have the notes there as well for meal prep. So you can kind of do whatever you want. Like it's adaptable. I guess that's what I want to try to get across is these are such great processes or tools because everybody's meal planning process is different and unique, right? I always preach your meal plan should work for you. It shouldn't make more work for you. So these tools are just that. They're supposed to be adaptable for you. So whether you want to put your notes here or you want to put them here and use this as a shopping list, that's another idea. I don't know if I have an example there of how I have, see, like, for example, I had pick up avocados after school. So I remember to do that because I want to make sure they were ripe. I wanted to get the ripe ones just for that night, whatever it was. I don't think I have. Okay, so here I have an example where I was making notes of things I needed to pick up at the grocery store that week. So you can kind of adapt it too as far as what's going on with your week and what's coming up and you need to use that space for. So again, I have lunch sectioned off here, and then I have dinner. And then what I wanted to show you here is what I use this blank space. This is where I put my schedule notes. So remember how I told you the first thing I do is I look at my planner and I sync my schedule for the week with my meal plan. So I make notes of what's going on so that way when I go to plug in my recipes, I can pick something that works for that day. I'm not going to pick an elaborate lasagna on the day that I'm not going to walk in the door till 6:30 because I'm in charge of carpool for the kids, all their activities that day. So, I'm going to pick something very simple that I've either prepped before or it's going to take, it's like a 15-minute meal, 20-minute meal. So these are reminders to myself when they're initially reminders for when I plug in my recipes, but then during the week, they're also reminders to be like, okay, this is what you're cooking for dinner and this is what's going on. Again, it grounds me. The purpose is to make my life easier. It grounds me. It takes the thinking out of what to cook. It takes the thinking out of what to prep, and it's all there for me on this paper. So that's how I use this planner. You can see over here, I have my parents are joining us, Taco Tuesday. I'm noting here I'm going to pack up taco leftovers for breakfast the next day for Thursday's breakfast. And And then I use the stickers. Again, I love the stuff. I go and I just decorate and it makes it fun. Again, this is something for me that I use to plan. I can reference. I still use my meal plan template and I post this for my family. But these are tools that I use for me to keep myself grounded and to reference. Again, like it's so great to have a reference to look back on, oh, what did I plan this week? And what's great about this particular planner, it does 3 months at a time. So you can look at your seasonal, like keep this, tucked away and then put it away and bring it out if you want to rotate recipes, or the next year you want to look at what you did in the summer months. I live in California, in Southern California, so we're really blessed. We don't have like seasons per se, but people in other parts of the country where produce isn't readily available all year round, this is a great way to categorize your plans and look back and see the types of meals you made during those months. I think it's really great. So I think both of these have great options. I'd love to hear what you think about these tools, and if you would try them, if you think that would bring more ease to your meal planning. Like I said, have really enjoyed using them. And a reminder, what I do is I use these as my planners and then my archives. I guess that's the word for it, to archive my plans. I use this for my family, the At a Glance, and then to keep me grounded day to day, because I keep these in my kitchen and really only bring them out on Thursdays when I have my meal planning date with myself. I use this dashboard and I snap it in. I want to show you how I snap it in. My planner is so big and bulky. I snap it in here so that during the day I can look and again ground myself as to what's for dinner, and it's just a quick glance at it. Any questions for everybody? I see, hi Gail, I see you joined us. I'd love to hear what your questions are. If you have any questions about these products, please feel free to put them in the comments, or my process. If there's anything about my process that I went through that is confusing or you'd like to learn more about, would love to hear that too. Happy to answer your questions, or email me at hello@stephaniedryer.com. I read every email, I read every comment, and would love to connect with you. Next week, I am going to do part 3 of this series. Oh, and if I didn't mention, just a reminder, you can download this for free. I'm going to put the link in the comments at the end, along with your $10 off coupon for Erin Condren if you want to try some of these out. Next week, we are going to talk about how I use one of Erin Condren's notebooks as like a bullet journal. So many people are into bullet journaling, and so and I'm a scrapbooker, and I recently got into bullet journaling, and I've dabbled off and on with it depending on what my life and my schedule is like. So I have a really awesome notebook that I put together of some bullet journaling layouts for meal planning, and it's so much fun. So if you're into that, you'll definitely want to tune in next week at 9 a.m. It's Father's Day, so I'm going to keep it a little earlier, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I got a busy day ahead. But I would love to share my bullet journal meal plan bullet journal with you from erincondren.com before I head out for the day for Father's Day. So definitely check me out for that. There's so many great ways to organize your meal plan. So that's why I'm showing you all these tools. That's why I did a 3-part series and wanted to collaborate with Erin Condren, because the more, if you can find your, whatever your sweet spot is, whatever your favorite tool is, and make it your own, you're going to have more success and you're going to have more fun. And again, that is my goal, to bring more joy and ease to your meal planning process so that you have more fun in your kitchen, so that when it comes time to cook, it's about being with your family and you really get to enjoy the process, and it's not just another chore. I mean, yes, we all have to cook. It is a chore, but if you can make it fun and bring more ease to it, then I've done my job. And so I hope these tools that I'm profiling in this 3-part series are helpful for you. Let me know what you think of them, and I will see you next week. You can join me, connect with me here, obviously, on Facebook. I'm also at Veegmama, VEEGMAMA, on Instagram, and you can also connect with me at my website at stephaniedryer.com, or like I mentioned, via email, hello@stephaniedryer.com. So I will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this if you know someone that would benefit from this. I would be so grateful. Have a great day.